Letters to Dead People, a collection of letters written from the future to some of the most interesting people in history, with questions and the occasional suggestion about their lives. Episode 4. Letter to the Right Honourable John Montagu, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, Hitchinbrook House, Huntingdonshire, England. Targeted delivery date April 1770. My Lord, I wanted to pass on my hearty congratulations for your many fine achievements, including First Lord of the Admiralty and Postmaster General, to name just but two. However, you may be chagrined to hear that for all your achievements in these high offices of state, it is your creation of the humble sandwich for which you'll be most remembered, or as you so eloquently put it, meat between two slices of bread. Now, I gather the inspiration came from a desire to satisfy your hunger whilst being able to continue playing cards and gambling, and hence the key prerequisite of not requiring any cutlery. It seems a sandwich fit the bill perfectly. However, I'm not sure it has totally solved the problem, since most of your gambling equipment, which has been handed down, is now considered a family heirloom, is still covered in copious quantities of goose fat, gravy and other animal oils, to the point where they are still considered a danger to public health to this very day. Now, that aside, I think you may definitely be onto something with this invention, and I gather you plan to commercialise the making of these sandwiches on an industrial scale. To that end, I'm somewhat concerned over some of the fillings and namings you're planning. For example, your signature sandwich, the BLT, that's beaver, lettuce and tomato. Great abbreviation, by the way, easy to remember, quick to order, snappy. Now, I know that beaver tail, in fact, is a popular delicacy in the 18th century due to the fact that beaver tail is considered essentially a fish since it's slightly scaly and spends most of its time in the water. But I do wonder if this could really be expanded successfully to the masses. Maybe try a substitute that is more commonly available. Then there's the enthronement chicken sandwich. Sounds very regal, and a nice nod to the new King George III. However, I'm not sure the name really rolls off the tongue. Maybe play around with that one a bit. Try a different name. And finally, your simple blacksmith sandwich of cheese, pickle. It sounds delicious. Although I do wonder again if you might consider whether there are other trades that might be more in need. Perhaps those that are not so closer to home. For example, workers in the fields. Now, this new endeavour could really revolutionise what people eat for luncheon. Have you thought about upselling other items with the sandwich? For example, I can imagine you offering a great deal on, say, a BLT, a packet of wild boar scratchings, and a yard of diet ale. One final thing, by the way, I wonder if you considered a partner to aid this expansion. If so, I'd recommend you track down the ancestors of a couple of likely lads that go by the name of Michael Marks and Tom Spencer and talk through your ideas. Anyway, all the best, Timothy Shift.